ever considered it strange how Thomas and the boys have their own form of currency that's only earned through manual labor, all while living on a remote, deserted island that never allows you to travel back to the mainland? No? Nook Miles achievements are a great way to keep you invested in different parts of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I mean, who doesn't want to catch 5,000 critters, break 200 tools, and collect 1,000 seashells in their free time? And while I've never personally completed all of these achievements, I have collected my fair share of Nook Miles. In today's video, I'm going to challenge myself to see just how many Nook Miles I can collect in 12 hours. Let's get started. I chose to start this challenge on July 1st for a few specific reasons. The main reason is that a ton of bugs and fish spawn in the summer months. I also set my birthday and chose my island layout. I really wanted one that had more beach access right away. Ooh, Pear Island. Nice. After running through the tutorial and taking a quick resty, Tom Nook is quick to remind us of our hefty debt. Geez, Tom, I can't have, at least one full day on the island without you mentioning the money I owe you? Also, why wasn't this something we paid for ahead of time? Tom's lucky I decided to pay him back at all. The plan is to get as close to 100,000 miles as possible, which means not spending them on tools or recipes. Unfortunately, there's no avoiding the first loan payment. Most of the achievements can only open through story progression, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Anyway, back to the challenge. Starting off, I'll collect some easy 1-tier achievements for updating my passport, taking a photo, and posting on the bulletin board. I'm an artist. After that, I shifted my focus to the more common achievements. If you've played this game for any amount of time, then you know that the most common achievements to complete are related to either the Critterpedia, fruit, or seashells. You can start on these almost immediately after beginning the game, and they're some of the most common Nook Miles Plus missions. I had debated how to tackle this for a while before eventually deciding to work on a few missions at once, rather than spending all of my time on one specific achievement. It felt like the best way to streamline the process. I'm not going to say this is the best way to do this, but it was the best way for me. Moving on, I started off by catching a few critters and selling a bunch of weeds, fruit, and shells. Shells are the main reason why I wanted a large beach area for this challenge. I didn't want to waste my time waiting for them to spawn, or by time traveling, especially in the beginning. It took about an hour, but I finally had enough Nook Miles to pay off my house. Blathers also moved onto the island at this time. Since I don't need the upgraded museum for any miles, I won't be doing much there, which is a shame. I was really looking forward to donating 15 individual things to Blathers. Oh well. I will, however, gladly take the ladder and shovel recipe. These will help with quite a few achievements in the future. Assessing fossils every day will help us with the fossils achievements, as well as giving us something to decorate the island with. This will slowly build our island's rating and hopefully get us to 3 stars by the end of this challenge. About 2.5 hours in, I was able to set down the 3 starter plots. As I said earlier, I won't be spending Nook Miles during this challenge, so I'll just let them autofill. By setting down these plots, I'll gain access to a bunch of new DIYs, which will help us progress with the Have a Nice DIY achievement. It only took about 30 minutes to fully furnish the houses, which is nice. So glad it didn't take me 4 in-game days to collect enough clay to craft the last 2 items. That would have been lame. For the next hour, I started time traveling to take care of my daily task and collect clams for bait. Eventually, my birthday rolled around. I know I could have said it a few days earlier, but I needed to be able to party with these guys. Come on, can you blame me? After that absolute rave, it was time to hit the streets and water flowers, place fossils, sell fruit. Sunday rolled around, and like a good island rep, I bought some turnips from Daisy May. I haven't expanded my pocket space yet, so I set them in front of the store and carried on with my day. Soon, Resident Services was finally built, and this is where the challenge gets a little weird. See, in 2026, the fishing tourney and bug-off take place on July 11th and 25th respectively, which means I needed Resident Services up and running by the 10th for these events to happen. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't ready until the 12th, so I'll just time travel back in time. No big deal, right? It was, in fact, a big deal. She spoiled 70,000 bells worth of turnips. Well, in case you didn't realize, this challenge wasn't all filmed in one sitting. I tried to keep notes of important details to look back at, but I guess I forgot about this one. Oops. I ended up not being able to get miles for making a profit in the stock market, but I still got miles for buying them in the first place, so there's that at least. But now, I'm penniless. Following my 70,000 bell blunder, I set my sights on completing the first event for July, the fishing tourney. I had put off progressing the fishing achievements because I knew I could complete them during the tournament. This is where all that bait I crafted earlier will come in handy. Well, good thing it didn't break during the tournament. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. All 3 of my fishing rods broke after 10 uses. My next task was the bug off. Much like the fishing tourney, I had waited to catch bugs until this event. In between catching and selling bugs, I spent more time cleaning up and decorating my island. Project KK is in motion, and I needed more villagers moving onto the island to even have a shot at 3 stars. Every villager that moves into the remaining housing plots will get us 1,000 miles each. All we have to do is wait patiently and let them autofill. Puddles rudely tried to move out while I was setting down plots, but I denied her request. Look, Puddles, I know I never talk to you, but don't go. Tom, please let me buy more than 1 plot at a time. Getting 3 stars in New Horizons isn't very difficult if you know what you're doing. The quickest way to meet this goal is to set down either large or expensive items. Luckily, fossils fall into both of these categories. There are some other things to look out for as well, but with all the hours I put into this game, I'm pretty sure this should be easy. 1 star? Seriously? I really thought I would be at least 2 stars at this point, but you all know how much Isabel loves her flowers. So I got to work planting a few more flowers, chopping trees, and de-weeding a bit of the island before finally I got my 3-star island. I time traveled to the next day at 6 p.m. to start the KK concert, and it was a banger! Look at that, the whole island showed up. Even Sparrow stopped by on his first day. I was excited to finally get this achievement since I thought getting KK would be the very last thing we did. But there was still an hour left in the challenge, and I had to find something else to do. I was checking my Nook Miles Plus when I noticed a produce mission. I guess I missed it in the morning announcements that Leaf was here, but there he was! Like my light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully he's got veggies for me to plant. We got carrots! Let's waste no time. I bought a bunch of carrot starts and planted them around the island. My mind was still in decorator mode, and I tried spreading out the carrots to look pretty. I spent the last 30 minutes quickly watering my carrots and time traveling to complete the first 2 tiers of the produce achievements. As time dwindled down, I was trying to find something to do to get more miles. There was still some time left, and I took advantage of the new bulk crafting feature to craft a few easy recipes. I briefly considered this challenge over since every other achievement needed some extra prep work. I was proud of everything we'd accomplished so far, but I decided to go for one last mission. Catch 3 sea creatures. I had to buy a new wetsuit from Nook's Cranny because my old one was in my home storage and there was no way I'd be able to grab it in time. After one more quick loading screen, I began the hunt. Where are the creatures? Oh, there. Okay, only 2 more to go. Go, go, go! And done. With the mission done, I've successfully collected all of these Nook miles, plus the 5,000 we collected in the beginning. I'm kind of sad it's over now. When the challenge started, it felt like we had all the time in the world, and now we just throw it all away. I'm just kidding. I still have plans for this island. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Comment below what kind of challenge you'd like to see next. Catch you in the next one.